think that women, a lot of modern women out there today have a lot of rage. I think there's a lot of anger that is being built up. There's no outlet for any of this anger, for any of these negative emotions. A lot of these women are just completely engrossed in social media, in dating apps and validation and compliments and just getting those dopamine hits constantly, that they are never at any sort of baseline when it comes to their emotions. And yet they're the ones who tell basically every man they come in contact with that women are more emotionally intelligent than men, whenever women cannot even control or contain their negative emotions. And so what I've been seeing recently on various social media sites, even on mainstream media, I think there was a news coverage of this on CNN or something, is women are completely freaking out. They are raging out. They are lashing out to people around them, and they are having to find ways to cope with all of this rage that is somehow getting built up inside of them. So we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to take a look at accountability, because a lot of times whenever a man is angry, we have to look inwards and we have to ask ourselves, why am I angry? Why am I reacting this way? And a lot of times whenever women feel that rage, they usually ask, why is he making me feel this way? Why is he making me react this way? Very interesting.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Here we have an individual who is struggling with some of her decisions. She saw online that throwing ice will help with with the rage. And this is a good technique. You're kind of taking out the anger in the bathtub, I guess, if she's throwing ice in the bathtub. I've never seen a man do this. And if I did see a man do this, I know that hopefully he would never post it online to show others. This is kind of wild to see. This needs to be one of those private moments you keep to yourself. You shouldn't be filming yourself do this. It's very this kind of tells you a lot about the mental stability of some women out there. And especially if you're a single mom, I'm guessing she's a single mom or a mom of some sort. Don't be around your kids doing stuff like this. It's just a bad look. It's a bad look all around. Your kids should be able to come to you for level-headedness. You shouldn't be raging around your kids. You should be able to be calm, collected, and whenever your child comes to you, you should be able to respect them enough to not act this way. But that's just my opinion. Again, I'm not accusing her of doing that. I'm just saying, well, when you're a mom, when you're a parent, you need to be acting a little bit more, a little bit better. Like, just do better. That's basically what I'm saying. If you're a mom, if you're a parent, and you catch yourself throwing ice in the bathroom, just do better.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorists Thank you. Now watch this drive.
I'm gonna have to edit out that music. There's some music that they threw in this video that I will be taking out. But after saying that, let me go ahead and say that this is as far as I know, this is called, oh, what is this called? Rage something. Rage thing, where it's like a class that these women pay for, and they take them out in the middle of the woods with a bunch of sticks, and then these women beat the sticks on the ground and pretend that they're beating someone, I guess, or doing something. They're letting out their rage is what they're doing. Okay, they're letting out their rage, and they're screaming and yelling, and they just have to let out all of the rage. And as far as I know, and maybe it does happen, but as far as I know, I don't think men go in large groups in the middle of the woods and beat sticks and stuff like this. I don't think this is something that men do. And I want to say somewhere I saw one of these videos. I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find the original video. But there was one where they had one of these classes, these rage classes, where women go and they just go in the middle of the woods and have to scream and stuff. Where these rage classes were because these women were mad at their husbands. And so they had to go rage in the woods to, I guess, so they wouldn't rage on their husband or something. I don't know. There was some subtext to that video that implied that if these women didn't do this frequently, then they would potentially become, rage induced and possibly violent, or even attack those around them. So I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying allegedly that was kind of the vibe I was getting from the video. Of course, I couldn't find the video. I seen it about a month ago, and now I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. So it's just very interesting how you see something and then all of a sudden it's completely gone. But it's very interesting how these women are actually coming together to do the rage woods, the wooded rage, or whatever it's called. Where did I write that? I wrote it down somewhere, and I'm not sure where I wrote it. But yeah, some sort of rage retreat where they go and they beat the trees and the sticks and all that stuff. Good fun. Oh, and they scream a lot, which...
No, because you, America, for making me for making me work 4 jobs while I'm in college in rural Tennessee, and I can barely pay my own rent, and I'm taking 19 credit hours on top of those 4 jobs, and I still can't graduate on time, and I still can't graduate early, even though I'm taking 21 credit hours next semester. It's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair anymore. It's never been fair, not in my lifetime. And will it ever be fair? No, because I'm a woman in America. My God, I just want to live in peace, America. And I will one day. Probably somewhere else. Anyways, look how cute my nails are.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
And this is the reality for a lot of women out there. And she made a comment about how this is life for a woman in America. She is very privileged to be able to have so many jobs and so much school that she's able to attend. Now, me personally, I'm not sure why she's doing all that. It seems like she's getting a little overwhelmed. I don't know. That just seems like a bad way to do things. You get overwhelmed and then you start having these attacks in your car, screaming at the camera. It's not good. Okay, it's not good. And she will spend the larger portion of her 20s dealing with this, and then she's going to be in her early 30s to mid 30s looking around wondering why men don't want to be in her life. It's because of all the trauma. It's because of all of these episodes she's had. It's because of what she's done to her mentals. Okay, men don't want to be around that stuff. Men don't like women who have to be fixed. There's the meme, the joke. Oh, the man, he sees the cheeks and I can fix her. You can't fix her. There's no fixing that. There's no fixing that. Okay. I just feel lucky for these men who are able to kind of ship their women off to these rage camps where they can beat trees and they're not physically assaulting those men, which happens a lot. Physically attacking those men, which happens more too often. You'll see a lot of times any sort of marriage or relationship that involves any sort of physical attacks toward one another. Those are usually initiated by the women now, is what I'm reading, and it's not surprising. It's not surprising. Men that are choosing to, and you have to look at the way it is now, because a large portion of men are just choosing to not even be in relationships at all. They're choosing to do their own thing. They're choosing to focus on themselves, and the men that are in relationships are going to be these simp cuck betas that really are just with a woman just to be with a woman. They really don't even know why they're there half the time. They're just paying for stuff and smiling and they're being pushovers. And so these women are, little by little, they're testing what they can do to this man. And then eventually that gets to the physical aspect, and they will do all sorts of things. And that's why you see these men that are kind of just cowered over. They're, walking around staring at the ground. They don't know what they can say, what they can do, because at any moment they could get a backhand, and it's not pretty. These are the types of men that are out there for women right now, and these women are not liking it. They are not liking it, and they are turning to raging to cope. But let me know what you guys think. That is going to be the end of today's rage video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and please no rage comments. I'll catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.